Josh, looks like we're live. Happy Thursday.
Yeah, there it is. I'm glad we missed last week. It's kind of like going to church. I was like, what the hell's going on? My week's all messed up.
I got to talk to a lot of people about purpose and things of that nature. So, though you were missed, I was definitely still doing the deal and doing that purpose flow presentation we did. The people can still watch the replays if they like. It turned out pretty good. A lot of consciousness talk. It was more than just, find what you love and do it. It was more like levels of consciousness and how they react and combine with purpose. I was really pleased with it.
Good, good.
Man, how's life been in Arkansas since last we talked?
It's been going. Got some big things going, some moving and shaking. We're at the part that I don't like, and it's the waiting on other people. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh boy, do I. Talk to me about what's going on in as far as moving and shaking.
Oh, just business growing and what we're planning on where we're going in the future and how to keep it, uh, moving forward. Oh, I do have something. Look at here. Come here, Bujo.
Is it a
Look,
pig?
you'll like this.
Show me a pig. It's a
No.
dog.
There's Boudreaux.
What's his name? Woodrow?
Boudreaux.
Boudreaux. What's Boudreaux mean or stand for?
It's just an old coon ass name.
I
Yeah.
like it. I thought it was Woodrow at first.
Yeah.
All right, man. There's a lot on my mind. One is what keeps people out of the mindset of abundance and prosperity. Like, why does someone stay in that barely making the ends meet each month, as opposed to someone who's not happy enough making ends meet? I just want to escape and survive. I don't want to be. I want to be able to pay my rent and all my bills, and if I have enough to do that, then I'm fine. And then there's a person who gets more money, and they want to know like how they can turn into more money and more money. And then there's the people that are homeless and don't have any money. It's like I believe these are all levels of consciousness, mindset, energetic essence. It's all combined where they stay there. But how does someone move from just barely getting by to becoming prosperous, wealthy, to have more than enough, and they're always using the money and resources and supply to create or build something else?
Well, yeah, I think consciousness, that's the word you like. But I like just mindset. And I think it has to start, and I think it mainly starts from when you're a child. You're growing up, your environment, I guess is where I'm trying to. It doesn't matter your child, whatever, your environment around you. Because what people will naturally do is just try to be the best in the room, you know? And so if you hang out with homeless people and you have an apartment, then boy, you're really successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then if you hang out with a bunch of people that have a house and or just let's just say having just a normal house on a street, then it's like, oh, so you'll just naturally you will gravitate to owning a house and quit paying rent. And then you'll say, oh well, my house here is not good. I need to live in the gated neighborhood. And if you'll start being around those people, then you will automatically the world, consciousness will bring you into living in a gated neighborhood. You're like, oh well, my yard's not big enough. I want a farm. I need 100 acres. And then you start doing that, or I need the penthouse up on top of the big building. And so your surroundings around you will dictate who you are, where you're going, or who you want to be.
I think you're right. I think a big part of consciousness is what the subconscious programs are, the programs you were talking about that we've had since we're little kids that we don't even realize we have, where we say we want more, we want to have more, we want to do more, we want to be more, but yet we keep staying stuck in the same old programs.
Yeah. So then the hard part, how do you get over it? How do you get through that? So the hard part is like one, just putting yourself out there. It's kind of intimidating because now you're trying to hang out with people I don't want to say above you, but they're one step above, right? And so let's say you're homeless and you're sleeping on a bench and you're talking to somebody that has a house and a warm place to stay. Boy, that's freaking nice, right? Okay, well, you start hanging out, then you'll have a house and or an apartment and a warm place to stay. Um, and you'll start acting more like that. So then those things, the world will start giving you that. That's where, and then if you stay there, that's where you're going to be at, you know. So that's where now it's harder to say, okay, well, I'm so thankful for what I have because it's so much more than I did have, right? And there's nothing wrong with saying now I want a little bit more. Now I want to have my own house where I'm not renting, you know. And then the next step, you know. Now I want 5 houses or I want a vacation home, you know. And
So
so you,
does the person sort of need to find someone that's at a level higher than them to hang out with and be in that environment?
you know, I was told one time by an old man, very wealthy old man, and he said, if you're the smartest person in a room,
You're in the wrong room.
you're in the wrong room.
I
Yeah.
talked to that guy too.
Yeah. So I do believe that you need to always be trying to hang out and talk with people that are smarter than you. And maybe it's in different areas. Maybe somebody is really happy with their life and their wife and their kids, and theirs is perfect. Well, how do they do that? Go hang out with them, because you could be talking to a multi-billionaire and his home personal life is fucking miserable. He just assumed eat a bullet, you know, and he has everything in the world. But what's he doing in that aspect where the other people, they're very happy in their life, but they're very poor? So where is that disconnect?
I think it's hard to be happy if you don't have your roof over your head, food to eat, and choices. But I could be wrong about that because I
Well,
maybe people that don't have those things are happier than me. Who knows? But I feel like making
yeah.
sure there's enough always there to pay all the bills and to be working on something I'm building is important. So I do think that for sure not having money takes away your ability to choose things. Like you
Well, I
can't make
know
many choices.
100% I would rather be a little bit miserable and kind of sad with a whole lot of money than a little bit miserable and kind of sad with no money.
Because if those people can be happy with no money, think how happy they would be if they had
Yeah.
more money.
Yeah. Yeah. And how much would they spread it around, and then how much would the world be a better place for that? So that mindset
Spread
is in there
it around.
somewhere, you know. Where is that? So if you don't have any money, or if you're in that middle ground, because I think that's most of the people, at least we talk with, um, you gotta step it up. You got to put yourself into that spot, and then hang out with the people and mentors where you would like to be, not where you're at, where you want to be.
Okay, but how am I gonna get more money, Josh? I mean, I have this job. I can't go up anymore in this job. I'm stuck there. It's like, there's no more room for movement up. I can't get more hours than I already do. Like, how can I make more money besides, I mean, hanging out with people?
Because then the mindset goes different, because you're going to start hearing people talk about gold investment or silver investment or property investment, and then you're going to say, you know what, I can sacrifice a little bit for 6 weeks and I'll help you do this. Oh, you have a second job, you started your own business, um, you know, doing underwater basket weaving, and you're making a ton of fucking money doing that. That is awesome. How do I get into that? And then your brain will start tricking, and you'll come up with your own thing. You can say, yeah, I do. I photograph underwater weddings on my side gig, and I'm making tons of money. But your thing will go to where it needs to put you. That's where the third eye, the oh, the universe will put you where you need to be, where your mindset is going. It will put you there. So yeah, working that 40-hour week, that dead end job, yeah, okay, it's over then. So now they're already thinking. So now, how do you find the next step? It's hanging out with the different crowd, it's different people, and then the world will put it in front of you, the universe,
But
the
what if
thing.
there's no people that they know they're a couple levels above?
Um, Great. Then I guess the pool's pretty small. So go talk to the old man at Kiwanis Club or at the city hall, or there's people around everywhere. There's different groups. There's investing groups. There's um, or just hell, just start listening to, instead of listening to stupid music or watching a stupid football game, start watching YouTube channels and get in a chat with somebody that's talking about, uh, silver investments, or that's talking about investing or how to start a new business, or the whole mindset thing will just change. And then once the mindset changes, and I think you would agree with this, once your mindset changes, that's when you're asking the universe to come and help you. And that's where the universe puts things in your path. And then that's where a little bit of like you got to rely on yourself. You got to believe in yourself. And then once you do that, then things kind of start to snowball.
But
And it's going to be small, and you're going to want to give up, and it's going to be hard, and you might make some bad decisions. You just got to keep at it.
I agree 100% that it's a decision first to level up, and especially if you're leveling up in a way where you're acting on your highest excitement, like something you love. You can talk about all day, you can do it all day, and you'd love to show other people how to do it, and it's just so natural. Like when you start acting on that, not thinking about it, not talking about it, but acting on it, then that you're right, the universe starts putting things in your path to help you and people. But it's just got to act on it. What about this person? This person felt so passionately about helping others with a special way to do hypnosis, quantum hypnosis, and they had a great experience. They see other people making money with it, but they perhaps left their 9 to 5 a little too early because they thought that they could do it. And now they're just struggling to get clients. They're struggling to make ends meet, but they haven't given up, but they're struggling financially, where before they could pay all the bills. They weren't happy. They knew they wanted to do something different. When they finally said, fine, I'm burning the boats, I'm doing it. And they went all in. But they're in that precarious place where they're making a little bit of money, but not that much. What would your advice be to them?
That sometimes you got, if you're a chef in a very successful restaurant because you can cook really good, you can't be too proud to wash the dishes and take out the trash, because that's part of it. So sometimes you got to do the other things, the hard stuff, like take the job back, or do some side gigs, or cut your rates, just so you stay busy to get your name out there. And then by doing that, is what most of us will learn, is that there's another way to do something that we thought we knew, so we were probably missing something. And then at the end of that, it'll probably pop out,
So you say maybe go back and get that job again, or another job just to pay the bills?
Yeah, I mean, if it didn't work, and then I guarantee you, they will learn something within themselves. The struggle is real. The struggle is hard. And then it's once you come out of the struggle, that's when you really start to prosper.
The struggle is part of the deal. And it's like, what meaning do we give to the struggle?
Yeah, just because I love something and I love the idea, like, if I want to, I love puppies, so I want to watch puppies, but I don't want to pick up the dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, that sucks. I don't want to do that part of it.
But what if you love the puppies, you like feeding them, you like watering, you like playing, you like walking, and you don't mind picking up the dog shit, but you just can't get enough puppy clients?
Then I'm going to have to go to trade shows. I'm going to have to talk to other people. I'm going to have to do YouTube channels. I'm going to have to work twice as hard 7 days a week.
To get more clients.
Whatever it is I have to do. And then if I got to bartend or wait tables or bouncer or build dog kennels in my garage, dog houses, to sell my puppy client business, then that's what I'm going to have to do.
Keep money coming in. That is the name of the game.
Yeah, and you'll be stronger as an individual, as a person, and definitely as a business owner in the long run to do that. Because you didn't quit. The struggle is what will make it right. Name one company, one big person that is successful without the struggle. You can have moderate success, make $1 million or whatever because you just came up with some domain name or whatever and it was stupid easy, and then okay, you just got lucky, you won the lottery. But most really true old school successful people have struggle involved with to get there, and then they learn from their mistakes, and then you and I are good examples. We had pretty good success and then went through hard times, and I bet you're not going to make those same mistakes again, and I damn sure ain't.
Yeah, mine was I fell so in love with the dollars that that's all I cared about and was not thinking about the purpose and the energy of starting this business, and it was a people serving business. So I would actually say I err on the side of even more person to person connection, more mixing up with the clients, and less on the money now, which for me is it's going to balance out after a while. But it's yeah, you definitely learn from it. And I also know that when money's not coming in and you're an entrepreneur trying to start your own thing, that creates such a stress. And then they start getting in this sort of desperation mode, and people can feel the desperation. They can feel the
Oh yeah.
chasing and
Yeah.
it's almost like begging.
Yeah. Yeah, and you won't get there. Your aurora, your whole thing's messed up, and so you got to figure that out. When you're relaxed and you go into a meeting or anything, and you're just like, oh, okay, it is what it is. Then usually you can sell that thing, whatever it is. Um, but yeah,
What do you think about using affirmations, like the spoken word, to say, "Hey, I'm abundant. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am connected with an infinite source."
I think they're great. I do them personally. I go to sleep a lot of nights with that running on my phone because I can't stand quietness like that, or something. So I do that. I think they're great. 100%. And then they got the sounds, the special frequencies and
Yep.
things like that. I don't know about all that, but hell, I've been asleep going with them. So
Well,
I think
I'll
there's
say
something to it.
for sure. You know what? Vibration sounds always have vibrations, and the vibration of the sounds, even if it's just frequency, is going to help your brain waves and your overall energy.
Yep.
And words have power, spoken words, especially if it's in your own voice. Like if I were to say, I am natural abundance, money flows to me like a river flows. I'm a beacon of light, of prosperity for others to see and follow. And I say that and believe it, it's going to have power.
Man, I wonder if we like wrote like a 1 hour script for somebody to record themselves and then they could listen to it within their own voice while they fell asleep. Right? They just read for an hour what we said one time and then they continuously do it. Like, yeah, I'm 100% all.
So if someone has a script and they read it in their voice and they have some background music that they have with it's about 432 megahertz, it's going to have a very energetic impact on their subconscious, because everybody in their conscious mind, the 5% of the control system, yeah, man, I want to be wealthy. I want to move up. I
Yeah.
want to do what it takes. But
No, I
the
was talking
night,
about you and I. We could almost make that like a script kind of for everybody to read where they could record it and then hit a personalized app or thing, and then it's in their voice that they could fall asleep to.
and it's interesting that it's actually in my course where I give them an outline of what to read and for them to record themselves. Very few people do it. And if they do it once, they don't keep doing it. They don't make it a daily thing.
That's why I'm saying put it on record so you can put your earbuds in or put it on your phone because I think that works just as good as being awake. That way your subconscious is listening because you still hear things. If you didn't hear things while you were sleeping, then you wouldn't hear your alarm go off. You wouldn't hear the door creak. You
No,
know?
your subconscious can take in messages while you're sleeping for sure. And the most important part is when that really cool time when you're almost going to sleep, but you're still awake. Whatever you say last, whatever vibrations and word meanings you give your brain at that point really has resonance.
Yeah.
That and then right when you wake up as well.
Yeah, and then I'll tell you, like, I mean, I get in deep with it because sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll do the hypnosis ones
Uh-huh.
with affirmations and the hypnosis and kind of, the breathing and all that shit. They're on YouTube. There's 1,000 of them, but yeah, 100%. I do believe in all that stuff. And then
It it's just really reprogramming the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind is a very interesting topic actually because a lot of people think it's just your limbic system, your amygdala, your cerebellum, but it's not. Your subconscious mind is it's like the consciousness that's in the ether. It's more than what's in your body. You're like
yeah,
accessing it.
and the hardest part I think is actually getting through your conscious mind to figure out how to get to your subconscious.
Why did you say that?
Oh, because well, that's just a bunch of bullshit. That don't work. What are you talking about? Your aurora or
Oh,
your
the
third
belief.
eye? Like, or it doesn't matter what kind of music I listen to. I'll be in the same mood regardless.
Yes,
Um,
the beliefs are the biggest blocker.
yeah, yeah,
And there's some beliefs people that aren't even aware that they have because they are so buried in their subconscious, like I'm not good enough, or I'll never have enough money to blank and
yeah, so,
blank.
yeah. So if you listen to that or your voice or whatever, like all the time, and you're telling yourself 1,000 times a day, I'm not good enough. No wonder I'm stupid or whatever. Then listening to a 5 minute hypnotist or a 30 minute whatever while you're falling asleep, that's not going to work. You got to do it so much that it's repetitive.
The subconscious mind
This,
is a repeat machine. It has no sense of humor. It doesn't understand sarcasm. It takes everything literally, and the thing you repeat the most is the program it's going to run.
yeah. So the subconscious mind, when think about this, how do you open a door?
I twist and pull the handle.
Which way you twist?
Depending on the type of door, usually
No,
right.
usually right, right. So if I install the doorknob the wrong way and I make it so it turns to the left, is that not going to mess you up every time?
My subconscious will eventually learn on that door, turn left.
But
But
you'll have to think about it every time. But you're going to naturally grab the handle and
and
turn
twist
it to the
right.
right and never even think twice about it because we've done it over and over and over and over. If I build a set of stairs and I make them 1 inch taller than normal, you're going to fall over them.
Because you're used to only stepping up a certain amount.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's motor skills. But now, like when we get into behavior skills, and we're thinking somebody knows that if they watch this YouTube video, they're going to make more money, and if they do an alignment practice in the morning and they study a certain thing, they're going to make, and they decide they're going to do it, but their subconscious mind, unbeknownst to them, talks them out of it and finds something else for them to direct attention to.
Yeah, yeah, because they've trained their self-conscious mind. They've let their conscious mind train their self-conscious mind so many times. Now we got to reprogram it because it is reprogrammable.
And everybody can reprogram their subconscious mind. And the first thing is to decide, because here's the thing about the human brain, it is amazing technology, and you can choose how you want to feel, and you can choose how you're going to show up in the world. But it takes many, many reps and many, many decisions again and again and again. And then you can tell your subconscious mind how you want it to run your programs for you.
Well, no, then you can tell your conscious mind, yeah, I don't have to think about this no more. My subconscious has got it. Like, you're automatically going to go in that direction. You don't even think about it.
And the beautiful thing is, there's already the program you want in the collective consciousness that is, if you align with that level of consciousness, that way of energetic vibration and state, as well as the way you're thinking and believing, you automatically have access to all that information, and you can just keep downloading it and keep acting and thinking and feeling. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Neville Goddard said it really well. Act as if your desires already fulfilled. Think as if. Feel as if. and your conscious mind says, yeah, but never do. It's not going to help. You just literally have to change your energetic
Yeah,
state.
and so the people you asked earlier, well, what if there is no people? You know what? You start doing that way, acting that way, living that way,
People will be there.
they will.
They're gonna start talking to you at the coffee shop. They're gonna run into you're gonna yes, and people will say that was an interesting coincidence. It's not. It's this miracles, synchronicities. It's all universal energy systems overlapping.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. Okay,
I do too.
here's one thing for abundance. Anybody out there that wants more money, whenever you pay a bill, don't feel like, ah, crap, I got to pay this bill. Oh, man, rent is due. Be so grateful that you are circulating the money. Literally bless the money you're sending, because the fact that you have that, we'll call it value, currency, energy to circulate, means you are responsible for circulating currency. So the moment you decide to, oh, this is awesome, I have this currency to circulate, and you bless it, and you bless in a way where whatever I circulate is going to come back to me twofold, fivefold, tenfold, whatever your nervous system can handle, your belief system, and it will. It's a law of circulation. It's a universal law of energy. But if you pay that bill, bitching and moaning, regretting it, being scared to death you're not going to have enough money left over, then, well, you're cheating yourself out of a blessing.
Yeah, I didn't get it explained to me that way, but I was bitching about money to an older gentleman that was very wealthy. And I was bitching about paying, certain amount of tens of thousands of dollars in taxes, extra taxes at the end of the year, whatever. And this has been a few years ago. And he told me, he said, man, I hope I pay $1 million in taxes this year.
Because that means I made 100 million.
Well, but then but that's even after all his write-offs and everything. He hopes he has a goal. Now my goal is that some year I get to pay $1 million in taxes. But I'm going to take every opportunity to write off, use every not loophole, but every law and whatever, so I don't have to. But once I do all of that and I still owe $1 million, I'd have had a pretty good year.
Yeah. That's circulating a lot of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I smile at you right now, hey Josh, that's circulating energy. Especially if it's a loving, authentic smile. And it is, hey Josh. And if I pay for a service, if I pay for someone to come clean my house, or I pay someone to cut my hair, or I pay someone to do my toenails, which I did, they're green, different story. In any case, whenever you circulate energy, you are adding to the divine compensation, the divine circulation, and there's certain energetic laws in place that you actually get. I mean, you can't do it for the intent of getting, but the getting is inevitable. If you just give with joy and let go, it will come back to you and flow. Ooh, I believe I made a rhyme.
There you go.
Hey, we have a couple people on here, and I don't see anything in the chat. So if you are here and you have any questions or comments about abundance, about energy, because you know me, everything's energy. Everything comes down to energy. Words, beliefs, money, love, everything is an energy system. And we mess it up with our definitions. But yeah, feel free to type something in the chat. I don't see anything coming through, but I do see we have 2 viewers. Yay. Would love to hear anything that's on your mind.
Yeah. So I think it's mindset is the first thing you've got to accomplish.
And you have to
every day.
Mindset is so vague in general, though. It's just like, okay, I have a positive mindset, or I don't. I mean, you're absolutely right.
Okay, you're right. So okay, I got to pay my electric bill. Instead of bitching about it, I need to say, boy, I'm so glad I got the money to fucking pay this.
And I'm so glad I got the electricity, so I had lights all month.
Yeah. And I'm glad that, the wires are still up and a tree didn't fall or there wasn't a storm or so. Yeah, so instead of bitching about everything, just kind of be like, take it and be like, man, it's okay. I'm glad I can do this. You know what I mean?
Yes, and you will circulate more money. You know, you don't you don't complain, and that's one of the reasons we get along great. Is like whether we see eye to eye or not, we're not complaining. Neither one of us complain about anything. We just say, okay, what are we gonna do with that? And how are we gonna make that? Oh, I like to say, thank you for this gift. How is this gonna unfold in an amazing way? And I'm wondering how it's gonna work out great. And I always remember to start with, thank you for this gift, even when I got ganked for $1,000. I thought something was going to be valuable and it wasn't. Or as soon as I start going to that negative, I can't believe. Oh, thank you for this gift. And
Yeah.
I
So
might have to
instead of running down that rabbit hole because somebody didn't, pull off at the stoplight fast enough, and and you're running 2 minutes late and piss you off for the whole day, you can be like, man, you know what? Thank goodness I got stopped at this stoplight for that extra 3 seconds, and I almost got mad. I honked at the guy, but you know what? Maybe that guy that just pulled out in front of me now, 2 miles down the road, man, I could have hit him. We could have had an accident. Something could have been bad. So.
And now that I'm 2 minutes behind schedule, I wonder what amazingness is going to unfold in the next
There you
moment.
go. I need to get better at that part, 100%.
Because there's some synchronicity that if we're aware of it and looking for it, our brains will find it.
And and we got to start looking for it. If we keep our eyes open, but it's not our eyes, it's our mind, I guess.
It's your third eye, man.
Yeah, it's your ears. It's
your awareness, your intuitive knowingness that comes from the non-physical energy that really is making everything behind the scenes happen. Okay. Fear, worry, doubt, shame, blame, and guilt. They will stop abundance in its tracks.
Yeah. That's pretty much what stops everybody. And yeah, I mean, give me one goal that you didn't achieve, that you couldn't put in with the reason you didn't achieve it was one of those things.
Yep. In fact,
your entire life.
Anything that's causing suffering in my life is because it's rooted in some sort of fear, shame, blame, guilt, judgment, and then resisting the present moment, resisting what is right now. Like, oh, I wish it wasn't this way. Oh, I don't like it this way. Oh,
that's shame. That's guilt. That's that runs right into it. Yeah. So if you don't like where you are right now, then go somewhere else. Then why? Okay, well, I can't. Well, why can't you? Because you're scared. You're fearful. You got shame. You got guilt. So those, just keep it simple right there. That's perfect. That was a good one.
And yeah. I think that if you just are aware, like what belief, what feeling is causing this unpleasant in my life right now, and as soon as you become aware of it and bring your ogre into the light and dance with it a bit, you start half the battle. It's just becoming aware of it. Oh, here it goes. You'll love this one. And taking 100% full responsibility for your current life experience, your current life situation.
Oh yes, I do like that one.
100% responsibility.
And, and then not saying I'm stuck here because I made a stupid fucking decision. I learned a big lesson. I'll never do that again, and I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, everything's either a lesson or a celebration.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna don't stove hot, don't touch it again. Like I learned it. Yeah.
And a lesson I learned a little too later than I wanted in life, but I know it now, is that I am 100% responsible for my current life experience, my current mood, my current energetic state, my current vibration, and what I'm attracting or repelling in my life.
Yeah. And this is my hard, fine balance line to walk, right? Is knowing where I want to go, but actually still being happy and content where I'm at.
Oh, the complacency trap.
Because I know some people that never done anything, in my opinion, in their lives, don't make very much money at all, but are totally happy and content with their life, their choices, what they've done, their family, their little small house, their old car that they have to work on, but they don't want to do anything else. And man, Are they not rich within themselves?
100%. But you know
No.
what? Here's the thing. Maybe that's the deal, the agreement that their soul made before entering the Earth school, the Earth lab, the lab experiment of that we call Earth. I love experiment now. And maybe that's their deal. Maybe all they wanted to do was provide a happy, fun home to give love to their family and loved ones, and that's all they agreed to.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Or though, maybe they actually agreed to something more than that, and they just decided not to go for it. Who knows?
Or they're going to provide a life or a situation in life for someone else, their kids or whatever, their family, to go off and excel and do really extraordinary things.
You know, this just hit me. Who knows what someone's purpose mission is? Because I believe purpose has 3 levels. And if the first level we all have in common, and I'll elaborate on it in a second. But here's the thing: if you get around that guy, we're going to call him Jimmy Smith. If you get around Jimmy Smith and you like the way you feel around Jimmy because of his energetic field is just positive, loving, kind, and true, then Jimmy Smith is fulfilling level 1 of his purpose. Because all of us, our true purpose is to align our energy systems in a way where we are putting out a positive vibration more often than not.
Well, our vibrations will always attract to people alike, like us, right? So if you like to fucking smoke crack, you're gonna hang out with crack smokers.
But our purpose on this planet isn't to have a below allowing vibration. It's not meant to walk around shitty headed and grumpy and mean all the time. That is not.
Oh. No, that wasn't what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is money, wealth, abundance that we think of it, you and I, because we're a little different. That's not where everybody has to be.
Nope.
If you're fucking happy within your life, and then sometimes just look back and be like, man, my life's pretty good. I came a long ways from where I started, or I could be a lot worse. And if you can be happy with where you are right now, fuck, that's half the battle. You got it, mate, right there.
Dude, I will tell you what, when I was running the gym and just it seemed like I could make a $500 sale every hour on the hour, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to take weekends off. I was just, and I love the gym environment, and I was just kept putting off the quality time with the wife and the kids. And you know what? That wasn't a good decision, because you don't get those years back. You don't get that connection back. And then you're in this trying to rebuild it back up phase where the connection with, because I believe that the relationships we have with other human souls, other humans, is the most important thing by far that we do on this planet.
Yeah.
The way we make people feel, the way we feel around them, basically the energy we share with others is by far more important than the money we make.
Yeah, so if you're happy where you're at, I think start there, get happy with where you're at, but know that you want to go somewhere different, and then build it to where you want to be. So you're just fucking happy. So just because you're in a hard spot right now, man, that's just the starting point, and make it a good one. And then from there, just build on.
And the good news is, even if you're starting your own business and you're in a hard spot, if you are doing what you love and you're not making money, just keep doing what you love and keep doing it more, and learn how to get more people into your environment so they can see how much you love it, feel your passion, and they want your help, and the money will come.
Or it'll change. I've had that happen. You think you're going to do one thing, and then the universe puts something else in your path.
That always happens, because as soon as you get to that thing,
you're like, oh, I know what I'm doing.
And it says, because your soul wants to grow, expand, and evolve, so it wants to experience something else. Yeah. And that's going to require a different environment, different set of skills, and usually more supply, aka money.
Yeah. So hopefully, be open to that, because the universe will start putting those things in front of you. And then if you ignore them enough times, she'll kick your ass.
I've seen it. I felt it.
I've been there. Yeah, she whooped me good.
For a nice, loving universe, it punches hard when it punches.
Yeah, we didn't listen enough. Our
I
mind
said, "Why'd
wasn't
you
open.
punch me so hard? You knocked me on my ass." "Well, I gave you that nudge, and I gave you that hug. I even gave you some kisses. I even held your hand and tried to lead you,
And I
and
gave
you
you
would
another
not listen.
nudge, and then like, yeah.
You
Oh,
gave me no
you know
choice.
better than me. No.
You'll be all right. Just get your ass up, dust yourself off. You're gonna be okay." But
Yeah, because look at all the lessons that I taught you, right? Now you know all these bad mistakes that you made. So you lost it all. Okay, no big deal. You'll be able to gain it back 5 times as fast. You spent 40 years trying to do one thing, you lose it all. Okay, now it only takes you 5 to get back to where you were. Great. Look at that, you know? And then you take all that knowledge, you move forward.
as long as you can say thank you for the lesson, universe, as opposed to, oh, poor me, why did that happen to me? Those negative things always happen to me. And when we accidentally slip into that whole victim or that whole seeking mindset where we want to seek what the meaning for all this is, or the victim, poor me, why did it happen to me? We just got to take our bruises and say, okay, I created this. The universe is just doing what the universe does. There's a lesson here, and everyone else can see what it is. I might as well see what it is too,
Yeah.
and get up and go again.
Yeah. You know, that I think that's the trick right there.
It's all in the recovery, Josh. It's all in the recovery. Great chefs that is being interviewed said, "Hey, how did you become such a world-renowned chef and win all these awards?" And he said, "It's all in the recovery.
Right?
There's, al-
Right?
there's always mess ups that no one sees, and the quickness that we can recover it and make it and save the deal, save the meal,
Yeah.
the better. And the better you get at that, the better chef you look like.
Well, and the more times you fuck up, the better you get at the recovery.
And none of us like the messing up. We wish we could be perfect, but hey, I figured out I'm not, and the
Yeah.
recovery is necessary,
Yeah. So
especially when you see it as a gift, that opportunity to recover.
yeah, it's a gift I wish I wouldn't have got, but it was my own fault. You know.
All right. To review, what you part ways with, what you give, what you pay in gratitude and appreciation, in reverence, in spiritual rhythm. When you do that, it gets returned to you 2x, 5x, 10x. Because you are meant to bless. Here's another one. You don't have to go to church to be blessed. You don't have to read the Bible to be blessed. You don't have someone else. Someone else doesn't need to bless you. You are the blessing, and you can bless anything in your life. You can bless payment. You can bless receiving. You can bless people. You can bless people with a smile. You can bless them with love. And you can definitely bless any money you pay out. In fact, if you're not blessing every dollar you pay out, you're missing out. Because money is energy, it's spiritual energy. It's just as spiritual as love. I believe that 100% because it signifies value. And when you are paying out value, bless it. And when value comes back in, get paid, bless it. And this just blessing anything amplifies and ascends value. Last thing I'll say, I want to hear what you think about this, Josh. Appreciating value. Appreciating, if you own something and the value of the property appreciates, it goes up. So appreciating value raises your own personal value, what Josh calls mindset, the way you feel and see about yourself, your soul identity, if you will. So every time you have a chance to pay a bill, to pay out money, that's a chance to appreciate your own value and to appreciate the value you're sending. What are your thoughts on that, Josh?
Yeah. I agree with that. I think we got to be mindful on what bills we're having to pay. You know, if you're struggling on money, I don't know why we're wasting money on mind rot Netflix or a sports app. You know, so that I don't think that really appreciates us in our growth or personal growth in any way whatsoever. So we got to remember that
You're talking
those
about
are those
discernment.
Those are mind fillers. So and if you fill your life up full of sports cars or I don't know, crap, and you're paying bills on crap, then your mind's gonna be full of crap. You're gonna be pissy every time you pay it, and I guess you should be, because you're paying to fill your soul up with crap.
You're paying money to distract yourself from feeling like crap, and then you feel like more crap when the bill comes due for that
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Instead of putting yourself into personal growth and development, or your business or your idea, so yeah, you can even bitch and complain about having a car payment, because why do I have $1,000 a month car payment when I could be driving $1,000 car, which would get me to and work from a cubicle back to from a cubicle to home. It would do the same purpose, but you're driving a fulfillment that's fake so that you can drive the fancy fucking car. See what I'm saying? To
Yeah,
make yourself happy. But you could be taking that $1,000 a month every month and then investing it into your future, to your idea, to where you want to go.
the heart knows, even if you can't make sense of it on a spreadsheet in budgeting. This is out of my financial means. It's not the right time. I can afford it, but the timing isn't right yet. Don't ever say you can't afford something. You can say, I can afford it, but the timing isn't right yet, which means upping up your financial value and then making that investment. But you don't have to be a financial genius or a financial advisor. Your heart knows, nope, not the right time. It knows. You just
Yeah,
got
you're buying the new car because you want to impress people you don't even know, because you're driving the fancy car. But man, you're gonna bitch about making that payment every month because you can't really afford it.
it's investment discernment, discerning on what you're investing in to move forward closer to your life vision, and what you're investing in to fill up a hole in your own self-worth, because you don't have that feeling of wholeness, different
Yeah.
with a W, already. So same investment, besides wasting money on cigarettes, booze, apps, distractions, porn sites, is unwisely investing in people that you are
100%.
spending lots of time with that just suck the energy out, and yet you stay hanging out with them and you feel so comfortable because they're worse off than you, and you guys are just complaining together, and you come away and you enjoy that time drinking beer, shooting the shit, just complaining, bitching and moaning, and you go home and you just feel emptier than before. Ah, that attention investment, that's another one where your heart knows. Your intuitive knowledge already knows. You already know.
Yeah. So I believe, like, getting the lights on, being able to buy the groceries. Yeah. Paying taxes. It sucks. I'm glad I can afford it. I'm glad I'm doing it. There's other investments. If, you go out there and you buy you know, something stupid, and you're making payments on it because you bought it with your credit card, and you're making 22% interest. That does no good. The Bible says it, and every prophet and everything says, don't even get into debt. If you can live a debt-free lifestyle, the whole world will open up to you.
Debt sucks your life energy.
Yeah. So
And I'm one who went from being debt free and having access to so much credit and not paying attention and becoming in debt. And it's a whole different feeling to go from debt free, ample savings, lots of money in every account, to, oh my gosh, how did I get myself in that much debt? Because I didn't pay attention. I was so arrogant that I felt like everything I touch turns to gold. It's just a matter of time till it flips around. It's no problem to keep spending all this money on ads and marketing and staff, even though the revenue's not coming in.
yeah.
Okay, universe punched me in the
And
mouth.
then you try to fix the problem by spending more money, by buying more ads or buying more marketing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that sounds very familiar. And I didn't even know you back then. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well,
Hire
it's 'cause I
another
did the same thing. you
another
know,
high end coach that has the magic pill and solution.
yeah, So, um, it's the same things. We're all doing it, no matter where we're from, what we're doing. It's the same cycle. So, being happy where you're at, and then making the wise decisions to try to um, mark your path on where you want to go.
I think making decisions from an energetic state of mind of contentment, not desperation, not trying to impress people, not trying to prove yourself, but just contentment with life allows us to make really good decisions in the moment.
Yeah, and the universe will put the exit ramps in front of you to turn off on to stay on that right path. It doesn't matter what car you drive, it doesn't matter what clothes you wear or where you're at in life. The road's going to keep moving, and if you'll follow the right road, you'll you'll get to the spot where you need to be.
Your words matter.
Yeah,
Guard what words you say in your mind, guard what words you to come out of your mouth. Don't even make jokes about, oh, I'm gonna be in the poorhouse someday. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference. So
right.
I believe there's no such thing as a neutral word. Either the word or sentence of words are constructive and expanding, or they're destructive and constricting. Either aligned with your true source self, or they're not aligned. So be very aware of things you say jokingly against yourself, especially when it comes to money, and things you say in your head when no one's around about money and yourself, because
I think those are even more important.
depends. Yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
every word matters. There's not a word that doesn't matter. The word, like I'm sure Scripture says, lots of things. First there was a word, and I mean, the words matter. The reason we can make these vibrational sounds is we use them to create. So any creation starts with words.
well, and words have vibration. That's why like when somebody's mad or somebody's sad or you crackle in their voice, it's the vibration that's coming with the word, right?
Yep, the
Am I
tonation.
right on that somewhere?
Yo, 100%. The intonation. Someone can say, I love this, and the same person can say, I love this. And the other person can say, I love this. And you can completely feel the different energy in all three.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. What's that called? There's got to be some kind of scientific shit you got about this.
Well, the sales parlance is intonation, and the scientific is literally word vibration. It's sound
Okay.
vibration. And there's frequencies, just like the frequencies, 433, 777, 86. I mean, the different frequencies of sounds. Same with words.
Yeah.
So when you speak and you are in a very loving, joyful, excited energy, your words have this undetectable to the human ear vibration change, but our third eye, our intuition can detect it.
Well, somebody can say the same sentence of words, and you can already feel that that's not what you wanted to hear, or that's what you wanted to hear, right?
100%.
Where do you want to eat at? Like or whatever. Yeah. I mean, how's it going? Like you feel it, so that's out there. I think the most important one, though, the very most important one, is the words you say yourself to yourself over and over inside your own brain. Forget about the frequency. Forget about everything. Put it in your brain. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? How are you going to do it?
Oh yeah, that's the desire fulfilled.
Yeah. So
And
those words in your brain that you're not speaking to nobody, that's the most important.
but yet you're directing all of your own personal attention to those words and that vision. I call that your true self vision all day long, all the time. That's what you think about when there's nothing else to think about. You think about that desire that you want to experience in life and help others with.
Yeah, that's you making your subconscious think. Like, you're making your subconscious grow a little bit there. Those are the important ones. You don't even have to tell nobody what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to be. But if you believe it and you start putting it back here silently, that's growth right there. That things will start to change.
That's the inner mindset. That's how you change your way of thinking, your way of feeling. It changes your vibration. I mean, for wealth to appear in your outer world, you must first speak it and even see it in your inner world. And that's what we're talking about here.
So all the big gurus and all the books and everything else starts right there.
That simple. You want it on the outside,
You got
feel
to
it,
believe it, think
speak
it,
it
and
on the
believe it on the
inside,
inside.
and believe it. And that's your energetic essence. Boom.
and things the whole world will start coming to that.
First the word, then the vision, then the vibration, then visible for all to see.
Right. You got to do it within yourself first.
And a thing of beauty is a joy for all the world to see.
Right. That's when you can go buy the new cars and the big houses and all that. You know, I'm gonna be like, oh man, some bitch was living in a tent or in a van under the bridge by the river, and now he's got 1,000 acres, or he's got 2 airplanes, or whatever. You know, it's like, where the fuck did that come from? How great would that be?
Okay, so here we go. Here's your practice. How do you put this into play? All the stuff we're talking about. Sit in the sanctuary of your spirit with no one else around, just you and your own architect mission. And you're not going to build with bricks, you're going to build with words. You're not going to build with budgets, you're going to build with beliefs. And
Yeah, and
only
if you can believe your ideal career, your big house, your family, whatever you want, you see it in your mind, it's possible. You can
yes.
have.
I mean, this is metaphysics 101. This is spiritual, this is neuroscience, this is quantum science, and it's Josh science. It's all rolled into one. It's absolutely true. You are the architect of your own life, but it starts in the silent sanctuary where no one else is talking to you, where you are first using the words. Not you don't have to use bricks, just use the words, and then you're using the beliefs that go along with those words. And if you think a thought enough times, it becomes a belief in your subconscious, and then it becomes your automatic default behavior. Man, we're almost out of time. I almost forgot to tell you, I had a fantastic weekend for my birthday.
Oh, well, good.
And I spent it.
Happy birthday. I didn't know.
My birthday was last Saturday.
All right.
And it was someone that I had not spent time with in years, yet I used to spend time with her every single day because I was married to her. My ex-wife and I have been talking, and it's just you just never know how things are going to go. And like talking on the phone, just kind of cheering each other on in our collective endeavors. Just really positive exchange. And she wanted to come see me for my birthday, and I said yes. And let me just tell you, talk about unexpected turn of events that led up to this weekend, and a canvas that is still that's got some paint strokes on it now. That you get this chance to do better because you know better now, from my perspective, and show up in a way that's more authentic. Like you don't always get another chance with the same person, and it's the same concept. It's just it was after years of just loving me, sending love out. That's why thank you, I love you. That means love's always circulating, and it trickles out to people you don't expect it to without you even actually saying it to them. They feel the love, and who knows what comes from this? I just know that that was one of my happiest, most joyful, and loving workout weekends I've had in a long time.
Right. Right. Well, good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted on what happens next. So
Yeah.
I think it's literally at that one day at a time, one loving feeling at a time, and just go from there.
Well, good for you, man. So
Yeah, I'm
everything
trying to.
happens for a reason. I remember a couple months ago, you were all stressed out because your other 9 to 5 wasn't working out so much, and everything's happening and it's growing, and things are getting bigger and better, and building.
Dude, and you know what else? This other really someone that I love her work. Her name's Danielle Lynn. She has an awesome YouTube channel with like 100,000 subscribers. I have like 300. I mean, I'm like, whoa. And I watch her videos. Her and I are collaborating. I'm helping her with her enrollment into program system, and I'm gonna even get on calls with her and help. It's like amazing how the world works. And
Yeah.
it's just keep acting on your highest excitement, and opportunities you didn't even know existed will suddenly appear. Well, they've always been there. You'll actually see them now because you're acting on your highest excitement.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you want to say to wrap it all up?
Love you, man.
Love you too. Thank
Can't
you.
wait to see you next week. Call me
And,
if you need me.
and the 2 viewers that have been here the whole time, thank you. We love you, even though we have no idea who you are. We're glad you were here this whole time. Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. All
See
right.
y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.